Hi friends! If you're an ADHD baddie and you suck at meal planning, this video is for you. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Claire Bowman. I'm a 34-year-old ADHD mom. I wasn't diagnosed with ADHD until I was 30 years old, and I'm a recovering perfectionist. That being said, one of my special interests is cooking, and I also grew up and was relatively poor, so your girl knows what she's doing. I'm gonna take you through the entire week. I'm gonna show you my 1-week meal plan, my grocery list, my grocery haul, and then how I cook everything the entire week. So grab a drink, grab a snack, take some little notes on your iPad, and let's get to this week's video. Let me show you everything I got in my grocery haul. 2 loaves of bread for lunches, 2 packs of sourdough English muffins for the kids, toilet cleaner, hair stuff for the guys. The kids needed multivitamins. Usually I get these at Costco, but we're not going to Costco right now. And my husband's body wash, honey mustard dressing, mayo, pickles, chicken bouillon, olives, fruit to-goes, pasta, cereal, diced tomatoes, white kidney beans, deli meat for lunches, some charcuterie meats for our charcuterie night, mild Italian sausages, bacon, pre-made smoothies. My son really loves these. Dill pickle Gouda, jalapeno Havarti, some butter, cracked black pepper Boursin cheese, tomatoes on the vine, baby carrots, coleslaw, 2 packs of this cool crisp lettuce, cosmic crisp apples, a head of kale, strawberries, blueberries, watermelon, chocolate milk, regular milk, 2 creamers, feta cheese, and then for desserts we have some ice cream sandwiches, both kinds, and Nanaimo bars. And these are my cinnamon buns that I made last night. All of that came to $293.64 after taxes. Hello friends, it is Monday. Tonight we're cooking a super easy meal. It's the viral TikTok feta pasta. Start with some tomatoes, just whatever is on sale. These are the little ones on the vine. Wash them. We're just gonna need some sort of classic dish like this. My cute one has cinnamon buns in it right now. Add in your tomatoes. These always smell so good. Not me having my own cooking show. 1 container of feta cheese. And this is just gonna go right in the center. You can use like any cheese you want. You can use Boursin cheese, really good. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to cut up 1 red onion just because I really love roasted onions. And all of this is gonna get blended into the sauce anyways. And when you're doing something roasted like this, you want everything to kind of be the same size. Does that make sense? And then an entire head of garlic. You can never have too much garlic. Take out your onions. This is nice and easy to make because it doesn't really take a lot of knife skills and everything just gets blended after it's roasted anyways. You can put chicken in this, you can put spinach in this, you can put kale in this, whatever you want. I have a whole bunch of fresh basil left over from my pizza night that I'm gonna put in here. Looking great. Olive oil, salt, pepper, toss that around a little bit. Look how good that looks. And that took us, what, less than 5 minutes. This is going into the oven at 375 for maybe an hour. I'm gonna check on it after 30 minutes and see where it's at, but I'm assuming between 45 and an hour, but I will let you know. It's been 45 minutes, I think it's done. Wish you could smell it. While that's cooling off, I'm just gonna get some water boiling for the pasta. I usually use shells, but I found these. They're like corkscrews. So we're gonna do these instead. Make sure you're salting your pasta water. Everything is gonna go into a blender now. I'm just gonna use my regular Ninja blender, but if you have an immersion blender, that's even better. You can also just smash it. You don't even have to blend it up, but because I have kids, we're going for texture free. pop the top a little bit so it doesn't... Not a lump in sight. I'm just gonna pour this back into the pan, and that's where I'm gonna put the cooked pasta. Toss that around in the sauce. I'm gonna top it with some fresh Parmesan. And that's Monday's dinner. See you tomorrow. Hi, it's Tuesday. Tonight we're gonna be having sausage, kale, and white bean soup and homemade focaccia, which is why I have the bread maker out. It sounds intimidating, but it's really easy. Let me show you how. First tip, never pay full price for a bread maker. Literally go to the thrift store or ask on your local Facebook group if someone's giving one away. I got this for free from my neighbor. We're gonna be having this tonight and tomorrow. So I really only have to cook for tonight, which I love. It's not gonna cook in here, but I'm gonna be using the dough setting. Starting out with 1 cup of lukewarm water, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1.5 teaspoons of dry active yeast. This is the one that I use. 3 cups of flour. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna add in a sprinkle of garlic powder. Also some onion powder. Gonna set it to the bread setting. It says it takes 1 hour and 50 minutes. So it mixes it up and it rises for the first time. And then I'll show you what to do after. It's so easy. Don't let this be intimidating. So we're just gonna forget about this for 2 hours. It has been 2 hours. Oh my God. This is how it's looking. It smells so good. Do not skimp out on this part because you will regret it. A whole bunch of olive oil on the bottom. Make sure you take these out. Just gonna squish this around the pan. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but it will, I promise. More olive oil, like a ton. Garlic powder, rosemary. The key to this is we're gonna leave it the fuck alone. Get a clean tea towel. Cover this and put it in a warm place. I'm gonna be using the proof on my oven, and I'm just gonna let it rise and rise and rise and rise, and we'll check back in later. It's been hours. Let's check on the bread. Oh, it smells so good. Wow. Amazing. I'm now going to preheat the oven to 400, and then we're gonna start making our soup. I'm gonna use my big hex-clad one. Dice 1 onion. I would normally use celery, but I don't have any right now. Then I'm gonna dice up some carrots. Add in some olive oil. These are mild Italian sausages. You can use whatever sausages you like. This is super simple. All you do is squeeze out the sausage from the casing. If you don't have one of these, you need one. We're just gonna mash up the sausage into little bite-sized pieces. I'm just gonna add in the veggies. The oven is now preheated, so this is gonna go in for about 20 minutes at 400. Once the meat has cooked, you're going to want to add 1 can of diced tomatoes. Then adding 2 cans of drained and rinsed white kidney beans. Six cups of hot water, and then adding 1 cube of bouillon per 2 cups. So I'm going to be adding 3 of these in. It's essentially just making chicken stock. You can also use beef. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, salt and pepper. This is my secret ingredient, barley. And this is what's gonna give it a really good consistency and texture. 3/4 of a cup of barley. Then I'm gonna bring this to a boil. Now that it's pretty much come to a boil, I'm gonna turn it down to low, put a lid mostly on it, and we're gonna leave this for a few hours. We're basically waiting until the barley cooks. It's 3:15 right now, and we're probably gonna eat around 5:15. So about 2 hours. And you wanna make sure you're stirring it occasionally. The bread is calling, let's see how it looks. It smells so good. Wow. It's been a few hours and this is what the soup is looking like. The soup is almost done. We're gonna add the kale. Basically, you're just gonna wanna de-stem it like this. Super easy. This is all gonna be added into here. Don't worry, it does wilt down. You kind of wanna just kind of push it under the soup. This is already just looking so good. In true ADHD fashion, I just remembered that I forgot the tomato paste. I just freeze them into little pucks like this. So I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. But technically you should have added that in with everything else, like with the stock. Come back in about 10 minutes for dinner. This is the finished soup. Looks so good. See? It's not as hard as you think. Here is dinner for tonight. Sausage, white bean, and kale soup with homemade focaccia. Let me know if you make it. See you tomorrow. Hi, it's Thursday. I didn't show you last night's dinner because, as I said, we were having leftovers and now all of that is eaten up. Tonight I'm making one of my absolute favorite dinners. This was actually a copycat from the crispy chicken BLT honey mustard salad from Dairy Queen that they discontinued. And during my 125-pound weight loss journey, I ate this all the time. Because it is a BLT salad, no, I'm not doing tomatoes because my house, my rules. I'm gonna make some bacon. I literally just roast this at 400 for like 15 to 20 minutes. Just check on it, make sure it doesn't burn. I'm gonna be using a dog bowl. If you know, you know. This is the absolute best lettuce you will ever find. And if you put a paper towel in, it lasts even longer. Life hacks. Lettuce? You're not gonna like lettuce. I used to cut up all my own red cabbage and shred my carrots, but it's actually cheaper just to buy a bag of coleslaw, so that's what I'm gonna use today. Up next, I'm gonna put some cheese. I will be honest with you, I usually only use the Costco breaded chicken chunks. If you know, you know. I did not have the mental capacity or time to go to Costco, so I'm just using these ones from Walmart. I'm sure they will be delicious and we're gonna air fry those. I swear my kitchen always looks so bad when I'm filming these. My husband does the dishes once he comes home from work. Who's doing closing shift around here? These actually look really good. Hey, the bacon and the chicken are done. Okay, so chicken, bacon. Yum. For the dressing, I'm going to be using this Kraft honey mustard dressing. You could make your own, but why not just use pre-made? And that is dinner. Enjoy. See you tomorrow. Happy Friday! Tonight is our pizza night, and sometimes I make homemade pizza and sometimes we order pizza. Tonight we're ordering pizza and I will let you know when it gets here and show you what we got. Pizza's here. We have a meat lovers. And this is like the garlicky cheesy bread that we absolutely love. It is so good. And then some jalapeno ranch. Happy Friday. Hello, happy Saturday. Tonight we are having ADHD girl dinner, aka charcuterie. In our household, usually we actually have nachos on Saturday nights, but for some reason I have the nacho ick, so we're just gonna be making a little charcuterie plate because that is a safe food for me. Unfortunately, at the grocery store, they didn't really have any good fruit, which I would normally put on here. So we're gonna be having like meats, cheese, and olives, and that's gonna be good enough. Progress over perfection, am I right? Yes. Charcuterie is always a great meal when you don't really want to cook, but you want to have something that's delicious, feels fancy. It's also a really nice date night activity. You know, put the kids to bed, have a nice charcuterie board. And to be fully transparent, my kids are having mac and cheese for dinner. I like to cut up my cheese first and then just assemble everything. It makes it easier for me. I kind of go with whatever is on sale. I'll always do some Boursin cheese though. My favorite is the cracked black pepper. I'm a big fan of the Havarti. So tonight we have jalapeno, and then we're gonna do some dill pickle Gouda. It's good. You're not having jalapeno cheese. Whenever I make charcuterie boards, I think of that hater I got a few years ago who literally left me a manifesto because she was upset that I ate so much cheese. Not everybody likes cheese. Some people are lactose intolerant. Lives rent-free in my head. I love these little charcuterie packs, and then I'm also doing some salami. Again, whatever's on sale. These are my spooky little ramekins. Use them all year long. In one of them, I'm going to do some garlic stuffed olives. These are my favorite. I have some spicy dill pickle almonds I'm going to put in this container. Stack these. With some of these, I like to make little flowers, kind of. So it's just folding once and folding twice. I'm just gonna put a few of these little salamis here. It's really not a fancy board. Little cheese knife for over here, and another cheese knife for over here. I've got these two crackers to go along on the side. And here is a close-up of our charcuterie board. And that's our dinner for tonight. See you tomorrow. Hello and happy Sunday. Every Sunday we order dinner, usually, and the kids picked Popeyes. We got the Cajun fries, obviously, the gravy, my absolute favorite, the honey mustard. Okay, and then I got the black and ranch sauce. And we usually just get the regular chicken, but I really love their tenders, so we got tenders and biscuits. There's dinner. Thanks for watching this week. Love you. Bye. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow me on all other platforms. And please let me know if you liked this video, because I can start doing this every single week and show you that you can be an ADHD baddie too. Bye!